Hey all, here's a demo. I hate using these not so real cameras. There's just a pain in the neck and just limited on options. And this thing kept shutting off on me and stopped recording. And on top of that, it would just not focus very well either. So I put this in the alcove. It's a fenced-in generator with a fuel tank next to it. I may put a lamp in there too as well. So the bane of my existence, though, was this fire escape because it did not fit the Walthers building. So I kind of had to hack it in. And it's also held in with magnets, so it can actually be taken on and off. And here's my camera not focusing in again. And we need a ladder, though. This one here was not long enough, so I don't know if we got a package of Grant Line ladders. Can rip one out of there to make it about a ½ inch longer. So a little different construction this time around. The roof on it is actually almost a solid piece, sagging a little bit. I got to hold it up in the end because the back of it is just basically level with popsicle sticks, and there's just a lack of foam in here, so I don't really need to hold it up with a lot of pieces of foam. And this winds up sitting right in place. There are actually no magnets right now holding it in, but you can see a little gentle curve up here, which is going to have to get held up like that. Another area that was difficult to do was this corner piece because the bottom of the floor of the third story kind of runs into the second floor. And if I wanted the roof line to be the same level, that means the roof line had to just about go into the windows. And it did go in a door, and you can see I attempted to make a step there, but it didn't really work out. So I'm going to have to 3D print something at some point and put it in there. Of course, you probably wouldn't really notice it unless I pointed it out. It doesn't actually look as bad as the camera's picking it up from a distance. So this building is quite large. It is larger than the last two put together here. This whole thing is sitting on a piece of glass. So everything is lining up pretty well here. So, a couple minor roof lines you can see, but no one's going to look at it from, at this level, eye level. So most people are going to be a little taller than that. But the idea is I'm going to get a 3D print a cornice that goes over these intersections, so a little bit less noticeable. So I'm going to do a little demo of the lights. And then you can see the lights come on with it. And hopefully I get this right and don't create a short. I can't see anything. There we go. So now you can see the lights come on one at a time. So the camera's kind of picking up two different color lights. There's a warm white for the offices, and there's a bright white for this alcove, and it almost looks blue. So, but you can see the lights underneath it shining down. And those are adjustable too as well. And there's a little bit of bleed through with some of the lighting in the offices because I don't have a back yet to it to contain the light. So it's kind of reflecting off the back of the foam that's holding up the other side of the building. So I got to get some black foam and seal that in. So I tried cardstock. Good in principle, but it's not as flexible as the foam. So I'm going to go back to using the foam. All right, so next section is going to be a building that's over here, and I'm working on that right now. I had to pop out a lot of the windows because the sash was upside down on half of them, and there is one window here where the sash is upside down. I kind of left it in, kind of like an Easter egg, find out what's wrong with this building. There's also another flaw in the building that I'm not going to point out, so I'll let you guys find it when we set it up. All right, enjoy.